would you scale them? That would be one, again, that I would ask questions and probably, challenge and give a little pushback, very professionally about why are we thinking that this person should be skilled, right? Because again, we're using a resource and we're billing insurance and we're saying that this person has had this change and they need this extra support when that's questionable if they're at their baseline. I've been asked a question before by someone and they're like, so we just let them lay there and decline, and I'm like, that's not it. When someone is at their functional level, they're normally in a wheelchair, they normally need a Hoyer to get them in and out of bed, and none of those are examples of nothing has changed physically. Skilled therapy is not going to change or improve anything in that moment. If that said person had gotten sick, ended up in the hospital, had a decline, had a UTI at home, decline, and we saw that, then I would absolutely be like, yeah, let's get them back to their functional baseline. And then I kind of gave the example, right, with the third situation of someone on the team, whether it's the CNAs, the nurses, PT, OT, you as a provider, you notice like, Mary's not transferring as well as she was before. It only took one of us to transfer her. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's like, oh, okay, that's concerning. Mary was walking before and now she requires a wheelchair or she becomes fatigued a little bit more. Those are situations that you can look at to justify skilling someone. So with that being said, I know I said a lot, but just if you get into this role, just know that that's something that you are going to face, and those are conversations that you're going to have. It's not a skill you have right off the bat. It's something that you have to get comfortable with doing. Because going in, you're just, oh yeah, you said they need therapy, you need therapy. But as you as you get to know the patients and you learn more about them and you're seeing them, right? Because that's the beauty of being in this job, is we are able to see them in their home and get to see them different times of the day and different days of the month and the week and stuff like that. So you get to see when things are starting to change, and sometimes you don't always catch it off the bat, right? So that's why you do have those other set of eyes from the facility, and that's super helpful. But just wanted to throw that out there. And if you stay to the end, hopefully, what are some techniques you've used to talk out, to have these kinds of conversations, and do you in the nursing homes, and have you run into